Hey everyone, we are looking at all of the gnome locations. First up, we're going to start just northeast of Shifty Shafts. We're going to be landing on this area just here in the hilly area, and we are going to be looking for the downed battle bus, which you can just see below us. Easiest way is probably to do these things is just to come in, drop it, grab your gnomes, and then leave and just jump into another game, more direct access. But he's sitting here with his head stuck in the ground. This is just the area here, another bit of a hill, down battle bus. As soon as you pick him up, an easy 20,000 XP. Shifty Shafts, there's also one located as well, so you want to go down into the mine area, and he is located just behind this wooden fenced off area, the shoring keeping the mine open, and he's sitting at a table playing cards with a number of bears. One of them is lying on its side. Maybe there's been a dispute, something like Han Solo and Greedo. And then we're going to be moving on to the third location, which is just here northeast of Greasy Grove, and we're going to be landing where the really large stone head is. And when we get to this location, and just to show you, just the left hand side, there's Greasy Grove, and as you come up towards it, you'll see that wee white diamond with the exclamation mark in the middle. That's the location of the bit we're looking at, and there are 3 treasure chests loaded around this bit as well. 3 teddy bears will be facing the gnome sitting on the chair. Just another look, that's Greasy Grove. And all we need to do is interact again with the gnome. He'll disappear, and another 20,000 in the bank. Our fourth location for the gnome is just south of Pleasant Park. There's a small campsite area just in this location here, and as you come up to it, you can see that we've got a wee teddy bear on a log. The gnome's sitting there in front of the fire and the icebox with a tent. There is Pleasant Park, and again, we'd just go up, interact with the gnome, and another 20k XP. Number 5 in the list is just north of Junction. We are heading towards the giant llama. As we circle around to the right here, you don't have to do it this way, but this is just the way I came in, just to give you a bit more visual reference of where we're landing. The gnome can be found standing in front of this pile of rubble. Again, just interact with them and you'll get your XP for doing so. Next up, we're heading to Risky Rails. We're going to be heading to the top left-hand corner, just here, where the 2 RVs are located, or camper vans. And what you'll see is there is a little romantic dinner scene going on with a circular table, presents and roses, and the gnome is sitting at the table with a teddy bear. So all we need to do is interact yet again with the gnome, and we'll get ourselves another 20,000 XP and another gnome in the bank. Wailing Woods and the Labyrinth location in the centre is where we're going. If you land at the side with the reboot van and head round to the left, you should see the marker for the location anyway. Just jump up onto the hedge and look down, and you'll see the teddy bear has caged the gnome. There's a book, I zoom in, can't really see what it says, but all we need to do is just hit the cage once, and that will free the gnome, and then we can collect them to get that 20,000 XP. Next up, we're going to be heading to Lonely Lodge. We're going to be aiming for the lodge itself, but just to the right-hand side where the river kind of accumulates into a small fishing area. When we come in a wee bit closer here, and when we're going to land, you'll see that there's a number of rocks, a fishing barrel, and beside that fishing barrel is our target, the gnome. Thankfully, I just managed to grab the gnome before this idiot kills me, but that's okay, don't worry about it. I'm not in it for the kills, we're here for the locations. Near the end of our trail, we're going to be heading to Dusty Divot for the penultimate one, and it's just in at the compound to the north area. There's a big stretch of water, and what we can see is that there are a number of flotation devices with the teddy bear and the gnome on it. If you jump onto the lilo, it will bounce you up into the sky. I've kind of tried to get a wee bit close enough to get him and bounced up a few times, but it's a bit of fun, isn't it? Collect the gnome, 20k in the bank, and the teddy bear's left alone. Our final gnome location's a bit of a grim sight, where we find the poor gnome standing over the graveside of his lost friend. This is to the far east, right up at the edge of the map of Paradise Palms. And this is our final location for the gnome itself. If you've gathered all these, you've gotten yourself quite an amount of XP. Probably about 160,000, I think. And that's the video, guys. Hopefully it's been helpful to you, and certainly a boost of a couple of levels while doing this. Drop a like in the video, comments down below, and subscribe to the channel so I can keep you in the loop for everything Fortnite going forward. Bye-bye.